Hello and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we will be creating the functionality for our calculator using JavaScript. At the moment, the calculator looks beautiful, but none of the keypads work. So we'll do that using JavaScript. All right, just want to go through some of the things we'll be using for this JavaScript session to implement the functionality for the calculator. So we'll be using the display property. So the display property is used to set or return the element display type. So we use the display property to display something. And next we'll be using the onClick event. The onClick event usually is used to execute a JavaScript function when a button is clicked. So a lot of the keypads for the calculator are going to function as buttons. So when they are clicked, this onClick event will be activated and then an event will happen. So the onClick is used to respond to a click event. Next, we'll be using also the evaluation function. The eval function is used to evaluate or execute an argument. So we use that to evaluate values as well. Say for example, 1 plus 2, you evaluate that, it gives you 3. We'll also be making use of the assignment operator, which is the plus or equals to. So the assignment operator, basically you will use that to add a value to a variable. Another way to express the assignment operator, which is x, which is plus equals to, you can also express it as this. So x plus equals to y is the same thing as x equals to x plus y. For example, if you have a variable called x equals to 10, then x plus equals to 5 will give you the result of that variable. So x to plus equals to operator is the same thing as x plus equals to y, or x equals to x plus y. I hope it makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. I will try and explain a bit more. So this is our calculator at the moment. If I click on any of the keys or the buttons, you can see nothing is displayed in the screen here. Okay, this is because we've not implemented any JavaScript. So we're going to start doing that now. So we are going to implement the functionality inside our HTML document. So what I'm going to do to each of the buttons, I am going to attach an onClick event. So the onClick event, because it's a button, when it is clicked, will display the value on that button. So I'm going to attach an onClick event in combination to using the display property. On line 18 of this HTML document, I have attached this onClick event here, and the value here is the name of the form, which is this name here on the form on line 16. So when the button is clicked, using the display property, it will display the value, which is this 0 here. It will display this value 0 on the calc. This calc here is the form. That's what it means. It means when the button is clicked, use the display property to display the value, which is this one, on the form. And the value is, you notice next to the value, you've got the operator plus or equals to 0. So I'm going to save this and then we're going to test it out. If that works, I'm just going to copy and do the same on the other buttons. So I've saved it. If I click on the 0 now, it should display something on the screen. Let me refresh. You can see the 0 is now being implemented. The other buttons don't work yet because I've not done that. So I'm going to copy and change the values for the other keys. So I have now implemented the JavaScript inside the HTML document. So I have attached the onClick event to all the input tags. So and next to the onClick, I've given the onClick this value, the same properties, which is I've used the display property to display the value on the form using the plus or equals to operator. And if you notice, I've set the value of the plus to equals to operator to the value of the keys. So this is keypad 0, 1, 2, and then we've got the keypad plus, keypad 3, 4, 5, keypad equals to, and then this is the keypad minus, and the same thing. So basically I've done the same for all of it. The process is the same for all of it. So when the button is clicked, this onClick event will trigger this action. It will use the display property to display the value that has been pressed onto the form display screen. On line 32, I have used the onClick event and given it a value of the calc, which the calc is the name of the form, dot the display property dot the value equals to the evaluation function. Because this normally when you add two values or take away two values and you use the equals to sign, it means you are adding something, taking away, multiplying or dividing. This evaluation function is what is used to evaluate or execute what's inside that argument. So inside the argument we have the form, which is a calc, dot the display property dot the value. So these are the arguments that this equals to sign will evaluate, compute, and then display the result on the screen. So that's basically the form done. If I save that, all the buttons on the calculator should now work. So let's go, refresh, and test. So we'll try a simple addition. So we can try all the keys. So I do 3 plus 2, give you 6. I clear that. I do 4, take away 2. That's 2. I clear that. I do 6 times 7, gives me 42. I clear that. I go 42 divide by 4, gives you that. Oh, okay, let's try something else. Let's try 12 divide by 2, give you 6. All right, so that is our calculator done. Just want to highlight something on line 33 of the code. When we're using the onClick event for the division, this is the symbol. So the backslash here is what JavaScript uses to perform a division, just to let you know. And it uses asterisk to, that's the asterisk there on line 29. It uses the asterisk for multiplication and the slash for performing division. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you've had fun creating your own calculator. Play around with the values and, apply your own touch to the calculator. Take care, all the best, and bye for now.